Today, I have a question for you. Have you ever had someone who believed in you before you knew how to believe in yourself? I think that sometimes we do not realize how much one person's belief in us can change the way we look at ourselves. I still remember the first time I witnessed the very famous Spring Fest of St. Joseph's College. It was my first year, and I was trying to soak in the experience, the energy, the crowd, the performance, the vibe of the college, and I was honestly just awestruck. And somewhere in the middle of all of that excitement, there was a moment I did not realize would stay with me for years. There was a lecturer who would later become my mentor. And during a conversation that he was generally having with all of the class, he said that I would want my class to also participate in different functions during the Spring Fest. And he specifically mentioned that I want somebody to participate in Miss Josephite. And then he looked at me. I still remember that moment because at that point in my life, I did not see myself as someone who could do something like that. I had so much insecurities. I never really felt beautiful. So when looked at me and said that, I was just probably in self-doubt, and I was like, me? Like, I did not participate that year. Actually, it was not up until my second year that I took that step. But that one moment in my first year stayed with me. It made me think, maybe I can. And that little belief started spilling in other parts of my life. I started participating in college debates, I got into extracurricular activities. I kept putting my hands up for things I might have once hesitated to do so. But the biggest change was not all of these achievements. It was the way I started seeing myself. And that was the biggest takeaway from this college. I think that's what happens when someone genuinely believes in you. They do not magically make you confident, they simply give you a glimpse of a version of yourself that you have not met yet. And sometimes that is enough. If you're lucky to have someone like that in your life, hold on to them. And if you ever have the chance to be that person in someone else's life, be that person. Because you never really know how far someone's life can go when they finally start believing that they can. And for me, I think that was the beginning.